Hi everyone, it's Lunar Light Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here again today. So today I'm going to be doing a soul connection energy update, especially for this full moon that we have coming up in Libra. It is actually the super full moon, and it is also going to be the same date of the spring equinox, which I think is really amazing. So this is a great time for manifesting, setting your intentions for towards the end of the year, even into the new year. This is a really big time for setting those intentions that are going to be following you throughout the entire year. Really what you do now is going to help lay that path for later on down the road. So I also just wanted to say before we get into this reading that I am now available for personal readings. The information for all of that will be down below. So if you want to get a more personalized reading with me, you can go ahead and check the description box for the instructions on how to do that. But for now, let's dive right into the video. We're going to be talking about the overall energies for the masculine and feminine energy, the head space and heart space for each of them towards one another, what the moon is going to bring in for each, and what it's going to bring in for the union energies, the future energies of the connection, and advice for each energy, masculine and feminine. So let's go ahead and get started. I just have my Radiant Rider White deck here, and I've already shuffled and prayed. So let's go ahead and get into the overall energy for the masculine energy at this time. So Spirit, can you tell us the overall energy of the masculine at this time? Overall energy of the masculine at this time. Oop, I'm gonna take that. Overall energy. Wow, that flew out. Okay. So we have the Three of Pentacles. This is really interesting. So right now, the masculine energy could be collaborating with other people. They could be very hard at work, trying to get a project done, or maybe having other people scrutinize their work. If you can see in this card, there are actually people looking on to this man doing his work there, and he's trying not to pay attention to them. He's really just focused on what he's doing. So right now, the masculine energy could be really more focused on their own work, trying not to pay attention to the opinions of others. He could also be in a collaborative mood, so wanting to work together with other people, possibly wanting to work together with the feminine energy. So let's go ahead and get an overall energy on what the feminine is feeling right now. What is the overall energy for the feminine, Divine Spirit? What is the overall energy for the feminine? Oh, okay. Just popped out, so I'll take it. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. As a feminine energy myself, I can definitely relate to this. This is feeling that there's a new beginning coming, feeling a passionate new beginning on its way, but not exactly knowing where it is yet or seeing it come up in the physical world. Oftentimes when cards are reversed, for me as a reader, it just means that we can't see these things yet, or they're not apparent to us yet. So it may be that the feminine energy is starting a new endeavor and hasn't really seen much progress with it in the physical world. Maybe starting a new project, or just feeling like something is coming in for her, but is not really seeing much evidence of this yet. So how about we grab some clarifiers for these two energies and see what else we can get. So for the Three of Pentacles, clarifiers for the Three of Pentacles. Someone's really calling my name. Clarifiers for Three of Pentacles. Okay. So for the masculine energy here, the clarifiers that came out were the Hanged Man and the Five of Pentacles. So this could really be the masculine trying to take a pause, really look back at what they've learned so far and try to apply that to where they're at right now or going forward in the future. They could also be looking at situations where they felt like they were left out in the cold, or maybe you were left out in the cold, situations where someone was possibly ignored or rejected, and really learning from that. I'm really seeing that this person is taking in the lessons right now. It's really about integration, actually. This person is really trying to integrate the lessons that they've learned recently into their current work. And that's helping them, Spirit is saying, like a more beautiful picture. So this person could really be working on themselves right now. It really seems like a lot of self-work as well. This person could also be doing like that inner work while they work on their projects, if that makes sense. Sometimes for masculine energy, the people who hold more masculine energy than the feminine energy, or they identify more with that masculine energy, sometimes it's easier for them to work on themselves and get their inner work done while they also work on projects or actual things in the workplace. Sometimes they need to distract themselves for that clarity to come in. So that could be what's happening right now. So let's get clarifiers for the Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. So these two came out. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Wands in reverse. So this is really interesting to me that this whole section came out reverse and this whole section came out upright. So the masculine energy could possibly be focusing on their physical world much more. We actually have more pentacles here, and then here the energy is more in the passion area. We have 2 wands and then cups, so this is really emotions and the inside. So the cards that came out as clarifiers are the 10 of Cups reversed and the 3 of Wands reversed. What this is telling me is that there's a new emotional beginning, possibly in love, that's coming towards the feminine energy, and they're really tapped into their intuition right now, knowing that this is coming, but possibly feeling doubtful. This person could be feeling doubtful that this new beginning is actually coming in for them, but Spirit is wanting to tell me that rest assured, your 10 of Cups is coming towards you. It's literally here, it's just reversed. That makes sense. So all you need to do is flip it around and it'll be there. But what's coming to me is that this will take some time. It also might take a little bit of time before you really see the evidence in the physical plane. But all of these energies are here. The energy of your new beginning, the energy of this beautiful emotional contentment that's totally here. It's just taking a little bit for you to see it in the physical world. So this is really the energy of attraction also, really feeling this come in for you in the physical world, knowing, believing that's going to come in for you. So the advice here would definitely be to keep hope, keep hope, and know that what you're feeling and sensing is very real. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the headspace for the divine masculine now. What is the headspace for the masculine energy at this time? This one wants to pop out. Okay, we have the Hierophant. That's very interesting. I wanted to grab the feminine energy and we're going to kind of compare the two. So what is the headspace for the feminine energy at this time? Oh, wow. Ace of Pentacles. Wow, interesting. Okay, so this is kind of why I wanted to grab them both. I kind of felt that they were going to play off of each other. The Hierophant to me really represents higher levels of commitment. This can really be about traditions, also or people looking at you, taking what you're doing as example, leading by example. And this could also, it's also the card of traditional marriage and higher commitment. In the Ace of Pentacles for the feminine, this is actually the card of commitment or having this new opportunity come in for you. So really, I know I'm jumping around right now, but really the feminine could be feeling what this masculine is thinking about with this Hierophant. But before I dive into this, let's grab some clarifiers. So clarifiers for the Hierophant energy. Clarifiers for the Hierophant energy. Okay. Clarifiers for the Hierophant energy. Oh, wow. You're just flying all over the place, guys. Okay. I usually wouldn't take so many, but they're kind of intense. Okay, so what I'm getting here is a little bit of a story. It seems like the masculine energy in the past has possibly been afraid of commitment, possibly afraid of really being open and offering. This could also be someone who's not in your life currently, because we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. This to me always talks about a return, wanting to return from being away from someone, wanting to return into a relationship. So the masculine energy could be thinking about returning into the relationship and offering higher commitment this time. And it's clarified by the Sun and the Tower in reverse. The Sun to me always represents a big epiphany that someone has had. In the Tower in reverse, it can mean different things, but right now it's really telling me that this person has had an epiphany about what they want to do, or possibly relationships in their life in general, or what direction they want to go in relationships. And now because of that, they're wanting to bring in this Tower moment to you, or they're wanting to bring this Tower moment to the feminine energy. And this possibly be a talk. This could be them coming in and telling you that they want a deeper commitment with you. When I see the Tower in reverse, especially when we're talking about someone who's had an epiphany lately, it tells me that this person is wanting to bring in this Tower energy, and this is something that hasn't happened yet. Or possibly there was a Tower for this person, something that didn't go well, a foundation that was rocked, a mindset that is now different. And through that energy, they had this really big epiphany with the Sun energy. And that's also making them want to get into this higher commitment energy, which is the Hierophant energy. So that's really interesting. Let's check out the Ace of Pentacles here. So for the Ace of Pentacles, clarifiers for the Ace of Pentacles, please. 2. Here we go. Here's 1. Okay. 1 more. Very interesting. Okay. So this is really interesting to me. So the clarifiers that came out for this are the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Swords. So what this tells me is that first, you've been working hard in your own domain. The Eight of Pentacles is a card about working hard, really, you know, trying to work on yourself, work on your practice, or possibly working hard at work. That makes sense? I'm also getting that you may not realize the work that's happening behind the scenes with this masculine energy, is what I'm getting. Again, it's a lot of times when I see cards in reverse, to me, it means that things are hidden. And also with the Queen of Swords facing away from this work, you can see she's not looking at this work here. It's behind her back. This could literally mean that there's work happening behind the scenes with a masculine energy as depicted in this card, that you wouldn't know about. Work too, I'm really hearing like appease, like possibly appease the feminine. It could be that a lot of the masculines in this collective have messed up with the feminine energy, so they're wanting to do things so that the feminine will be happy when they meet them. I think a big part of this is that even though the feminine, again, has 2 aces right here and is knowing that something is coming in for them, it's also difficult for this person to possibly imagine how things to turn around for them and this person, if that makes sense. It could be that this person is really unsure of what the masculine energy could possibly bring to the table that would make them or entice them to take them back, if that makes sense. If you guys are in separation, or that you had a fight and you don't know what this person could possibly say to make it better, basically. But there's actually a lot of work happening behind the scenes on this very thing right now. So this person is definitely wanting to collaborate with you, I would say. or thinking about how they could do that, and they're thinking about the best possible way to do that would not trigger this Queen of Swords energy, would not trigger you feeling like you have to cut them out of your life or be really on edge with them or kind of like looking for the BS. You know what I mean? They're really trying to keep the BS away from you, if that makes sense. Okay, so now let's check out the heart space for each person. So let's get the heart space for the masculine energy now. This wants to fly out. Oh, wow, there's a Tower. Again, okay. The heart space for the feminine energy. Where's feminine? Oh, wow. Okay. Very interesting. We're actually getting some mirroring cards here, and I'll explain in a minute. Okay, so for the masculine energy, we had the Tower come out. So this is a really powerful card. I'm getting a lot of big energy off of this. This is really talking about wanting to deliver that message, wanting to deliver this conversation, have this talk with you. Again, it just came up in this other deck, but reversed. So this is confirmation that this person is really wanting to come in and have this conversation. Let's grab some clarifiers on this. Clarifiers for the Tower energy. Okay. One more. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll take it. Okay, so we have the Tower with the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Two of Cups. How beautiful. So this person is wanting to bring this Tower moment into someone they feel possibly far away from. Whenever I see a Queen in reverse, sometimes it can mean that you're far away from this person or just the negative aspects of the Queen, but I'm really feeling like this person is far away. Especially when it's the Queen of Wands specifically. She's a really enticing queen. So when she's reversed, I don't necessarily see her as a negative. I really see it as this person isn't close to you, or they want to be close to you and they're just far away. So yeah, this could be this person wanting to come in and talk to you, you know, close that gap between the two of you. This is really them talking about the relationship. They really want to come in and talk about this relationship with the Two of Cups. They could want to talk about the balance between you as well. We have this yin-yang symbol right here. So this could possibly be about the lack of balance in the relationship, the lack of give and take. That's been a really big theme for the collective for, I don't even know how long, maybe like 6 months at least, right? So really this person is wanting to come in and talk to you. It could be like a really swift energy, kind of blunt energy, because we do have the Tower here. So just be on the lookout for that. This kind of seems like Mercury retrograde kind of thing. I mean, the Tower is really indicative of that kind of thing, and we're in the Mercury retrograde right now. So I would just say, you know, be cautious when if this person does reach out to you during the retrograde. I've heard a lot of other readers talking about it in terms of people coming in, because there's been this theme within the collective, and it's really about just taking it day by day is the key takeaways that I've gotten from these other readers. So if this person does come in and talk to you, I think it's definitely important to hear them out, even if you're not necessarily interested in the relationship, but it could be a great chance to clear up karma even, because it seems like it's also related to karma with the Tower. So the heart space energy for the feminine, we got the Nine of Swords in reverse. So it kind of came out upright and then it flipped. So I took it reversed. What this is really telling me is that you are just coming out of this space of possibly anxiety, of upset. These are the energies towards one another. So you could have been feeling upset about the relationship, possibly feeling hopeless, could have been keeping you up at night, or you maybe think about it at night. You know, let's grab some clarifiers to talk about it. Nine of Swords. Oh, okay. Nine of Swords in reverse. But coming out of this energy, basically. Like that. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So the clarifiers that came out were the Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So really what this is telling me is that you are now coming out of anxiety and you know, the energy of being upset. It could have been relating to a situation involving multiple people and your masculine energy, perhaps. Not yours, but I mean the person who exhibits this masculine energy, or the person for this side. That makes sense. Also coming out of feeling trapped in this relationship. You could have been feeling trapped in this soul connection, feeling like there was no way to get out of this, and you had to choose this person. Which, by the way, is so not true, guys. Like, I have also felt at one point kind of trapped in a soul connection with someone, that I'll never get over them, or that, you know, these feelings will never go away, or that no matter how hard I try, we're gonna end up together anyway, so there's no point in moving on. So untrue, guys. Everyone has free will, and you are allowed to do whatever you want in this life. And if that means not ending up with, you know, the person you feel like is your counterpart, and that's what makes you happy, that is power, that is true happiness, and, you know, you should go and live that. But what this is really telling me is that you are leaving a state of anxiety about possibly other people. I'm really getting other people more so than anything. Other people who could possibly make you feel trapped. People who could be wanting you to put on a certain image or just be a certain way around them. Or even people who are gossiping. People who you may want to please. You're really trying to get out of this energy. You're really over all of that. You're just tired of the anxiety that it brings you. And right now, it's way more important for you to focus on yourself and what is actually in your life more than anything. And I think that's beautiful. That's a great energy to be in. Okay, so now let's look at what the moon is going to be bringing in for both parties. So let's start with the masculine energy. What is the moon? What is the super moon in Libra bringing in for the masculine energy? Oh my God. Wow. Did you guys see that jump? Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just going to take these two. Move the rest back. But wow. We have the Two of Cups and the Chariot. Well, could Spirit be any more obvious with this message? Coming towards a soulmate relationship, coming towards a soul connection. This person is going to be wanting to move towards a soul connection with this full moon. The Chariot does indicate action, so this person could literally be taking action. But mind you guys, this is energy, and people are going to do whatever they want with the energies. But this person is going to be thinking about you. They're going to be feeling the connection hard. They already are feeling the connection. We had the Two of Cups come up twice. Guys, as of right now, I only have 2 tarot decks. These are both the Two of Cups that I have. Like, it couldn't have possibly come out again. Like, this is amazing. So this person is really feeling the connection, and they're going to be feeling it more with the full moon. They could be wanting to reach out to you during this time. Let's just get 2 more cards to clarify and see what comes up. So what's coming in for the masculine? What can you say? Divine Spirit. Okay, this one to pop out. Wow, you guys are gonna freak out. Okay, interesting. I keep hearing reverse. It came out reverse, but I flipped it. Okay. Wow, this is really interesting. Okay, so the cards that came out as clarifiers were the Hierophant, again, yes, again, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. So what this is really telling me, especially with them being under these individual energies, is that this person really is trying to come in and offer a higher level of commitment this time. Just like we heard before, in regards to this soulmate connection, this masculine energy is wanting to offer a higher level of commitment. And it is because that they've ignored the possibility of this in the past, or they feel like they've missed the opportunity for this possibly multiple times. I'm just really getting like the energy of like hitting yourself over the head for like missing a chance, missing an opportunity, or just kind of feeling, you know, a little dumbfounded that you were foolish, basically. This person could literally be like kind of kicking themselves right now, thinking to themselves like, wow, my feminine is so great. I can't believe I didn't recognize this before. Now I want to go get her, basically. And guys, when I say he and she, it really is just the way that I channel. You can embody any one of these energies without, you know, being in like the body that you guys know what I'm trying to say. You can be in a masculine energy whilst while inhabiting a feminine body, if that makes sense. So it's just the way that I channel, and just to make it easier on me. But yeah, we are talking about energy here for sure. But yeah, the person is definitely wanting to offer a high level of commitment and come in and talk to you. That is how they're going to be feeling during this full moon. So that is amazing energy. The feminine is so intuitive right now, really picking up on this with these two aces, really picking up on this collaborative energy that the masculine energy is putting out there. So let's grab what is going to be happening for you during the full moon, or for the feminine energy. So what does the full moon bring in for the feminine energy? Goodness. What does the full moon bring in for the feminine energy? Divine Spirit. What does the full moon bring in? There it is. Okay. What is the full moon? Wow. It was kicked out. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. We have 3 aces. We have 3 aces on the board. This is crazy. If you get the Ace of Cups, I'm going to lose my mind. So, we have the 10 of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords. So, wow, this is really endings, conclusions, getting even past the ending into that 0 point. This is where I see it with the 10 of Swords in reverse. This could also be possibly bringing up a betrayal that's happened in your past. This could even be this conversation, honestly. This could even be the conversation, because we do have the Ace of Swords here. This is talking about bringing in truth and clarity. And to me, this almost always means a conversation, or it can mean a change of mindset that also brings in truth and clarity. So you could be getting clarity about the situation that happened between you and this masculine energy. You could be getting clarity on another area in your life in which you feel like you were betrayed or really hurt in some way. It just seems like some kind of conversation is going to be coming in around that. Or you'll be changing your mindset about, something that you had thought about the situation. A shift in perspective, really. So let's grab 2 clarifiers for this. 2 clarifiers for what is coming in for the feminine energy, Divine Spirit. One more clarifier. Wow, that's crazy. I say wow every time, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so the clarifiers that came out were the 6 of Cups in reverse and the World in reversed. Okay, so with the 10 of Swords being above the 6 of Cups, what this is telling me is that you will be gaining clarity about a past relationship, that this betrayal is in reference to a past relationship, and that the clarity that you're getting is going to be about the relationship, or possibly the resurgence of this past relationship. So that's really interesting. We also have the Ace of Swords with the World card in reverse. So this is another case of when things are reversed, I feel like it's just not there yet. So this could be you really like inching up to this. I really feel like this Ace of Swords is going to be like a world event. And what I mean by that is it's going to be a karmic event. It's going to be the clearing of karma, the ending of karmic cycles. It's going to launch you into a new level of existence, basically, a new height in reality. Basically, when you end a really a toxic pattern in your life, or you come out of a negative mindset, one that doesn't serve you any longer, and you enter into a period where you are serving yourself and you are really integrating all the lessons that you've learned. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's coming into that new reality, that new integrated life. It's after you've learned those lessons and you've had those experiences, to where now you can make your life even better and live by standards that work for you and work for your lifestyle. So so this could be someone coming in with truth about that, truth about how they've possibly changed, truth about the relationship, what's happened in the past, truth about why it ended. There's a lot here, guys. So this could be a really intense conversation coming in. I really do feel like this is probably going to be a conversation with this masculine energy. So that'll be really interesting when that happens. Okay, so let's see what the what the full moon is going to be bringing in for the union. So we're just going to get one tarot card for this, and then afterwards we're gonna get into the future energy of the connection, and that'll be kind of similar. So what is the full moon bringing in for the union, divine spirit? What does the full moon bring in for this union? What does the full moon bring in for the union? Okay, here we go. We have judgment. Wow, this is beautiful. And the 7 of Swords in reverse. Wow, okay. So someone is going to be calling judgment on past deceptive behavior. This could literally be a conversation. Oftentimes when I get judgment, it is a conversation, or it's just judgment within ourselves. But since we are talking about the union energies, I do feel like this is a conversation between you two that is coming in. This could also be this masculine energy determining what kind of behavior they want in their life, what kind of behavior they want to exhibit in the future, and deciding that they want to come out of this deceptive energy that could be happening towards you. It's kind of funny that it came out in this way, with the judgment being closer to the masculine energy and the 7 of Swords being closer to the feminine energy, because oftentimes in these soul dynamics, it is the feminine that kind of receives the brunt of the masculine's unhealed issues even. And it's not to say that, that's not to bag on the masculines, but it's just kind of how a lot of these soul connections end up panning out, if that makes sense. But this is the conversation between you two, or even in one person's head, about, you know, we're not going to exhibit this deceptive, sneaky behavior anymore. I'm flipping the switch. I'm changing my actions. I realize how this has affected me and others, and I'm changing now. It's over. So that is really beautiful energy. That could literally be a conversation about this person wanting to get out of the energy with you, or talk about how they have moved past it. Okay, so let's check out the future energies of the connection. I'm going to get one overall card from this deck, and then we're going to dive into some oracle decks to get the energy. So what is going to be the overall energy of the connection in the future? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, God. I'm going to reshuffle that, guys. What is going to be the overall energies of the connection in the future? What are the overall energies? Okay. Wow. This is why I reshuffled. Okay. We have the world. We have the world. This is amazing, guys. Literally amazing. Doors are closing. New doors are opening. This is that new level of life, of reality, of commitment, all these things. It's entering into a new higher state of being. It's so beautiful. So this, as you guys are shifting and changing and learning these lessons from the connection, you are shifting the connection as well, and the dynamic. So the dynamic is actually going to be reaching a new level in the near future with this full moon. It's gorgeous. I love that. So let's grab some energies from the energy oracle cards. I love these cards. If you follow my previous readings, you probably saw that this is the top to all of my pick a card readings. I love those. So what are the future energies of the connection? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, this wanted to pop out. Usually I don't take them like this, but this seems pretty on point. Okay, I'm gonna take all 3. I don't even care. Okay, let's do it. Oh my gosh, and guys, the bottom of the deck is the goddess of the moon. Psh, like literally the moon energy, feminine energy, the full moon energy. This is amazing. Okay, so future energies, we have storm warning, the garden and the gate, and the thinking man. So this is really interesting. I'm actually getting distinct feminine and masculine energies here, along with the literal union energy. So I would say for this card, this is the literal union energy in the future is going to be storm warning. So what this card is about is basically saying that there are going to be some turbulent times ahead of you, or there are going to be a disruption in your near future. This is literally this judgment, this world card happening, this conversation. I mean, storm warning is also so much like this tower energy, you know, so you see it's all connected. So really this is about when this tower energy comes in and this person wants to have this conversation with you. That's basically what this is going to be. So this could also be an indication that this conversation is really going to rock you. It might really shake you up, what this person has to say. might really affect you. So I think it's important to listen and just kind of take it in for what it is, and maybe not read into it too much. I don't really feel like this is going to be too painful, but I'm really getting that it's going to be shocking. It is going to be shocking. Okay. So next we have the Garden and the Gate. So this is a really beautiful card. It's kind of one of anticipation and apprehension, also patience, but fear also. So if you can see, this woman is looking out at this garden here, and she has the key to the garden around her neck. Sorry guys, please ignore my manicure. I know it looks so bad. Please ignore it. Anyway, so she's looking out at the garden there, and she's wanting to open the gate, but she's afraid. She's feeling apprehensive about doing that. And it's because she doesn't really know if she's going to, lose what she's worked up towards already and what she already has by entering into this garden. But there's also this transformation and this this new life that's really beckoning to her, like this World card is really beckoning. So this could even be the energy that you're in right now, but also when you get this storm warning, I feel like this person, or when you have this conversation with this person, you could be very apprehensive about what they have to offer. You could be worried that this person hasn't changed, or basically wondering like, what will happen if I open this door with this person? Is that a good idea? Should I do it? What Spirit is really saying in this card is to, I'm hearing look and then leap, if we do that, if we look before we leap, we are more prepared. Looking really it encompasses more than just, hearing what this person has to say and then being like, oh, I heard him out, so I'm like ready to go. No, it's really about weighing those pros and cons and seeing if you want to be in the situation, and if, I understand that it's really hard for a lot of like the feminine energies to trust the masculine energy after after any betrayal that might have happened between them, but it's more about weighing out the pros and cons and seeing if the ending that you don't want is worth trying. Oh my gosh, if that makes sense to anyone. Like sometimes when I think about situations that I may not want to get into, I think about, well, I know that this will make me feel this way, and if I don't want to feel this way, I shouldn't be involved, so it's also really about taking it day by day, and looking for those warning signs. That's all about the looking, and then leaping, diving in. Why not? I mean, seeing where it goes. I mean, going out to a dinner, or talking over the phone, but taking things slow and not being afraid to exit if things don't feel like they're right. Because I think a lot of the things that has gotten me in trouble as a feminine energy is that sometimes I tend to be afraid to enter into situations because I feel like I won't be able to get myself back out of them when I sense that they're going wrong, or that I won't trust my intuition fully when I know that something is wrong. And in that case, I can end up getting into trouble because I'm not listening to myself, and I actually know something is wrong, and something is wrong, yet I'm ignoring that. So it's really important here, and what Spirit is also telling me is that it's really important to use your intuition in the situation. I know everyone always says that, but really look at this with an intuitive eye, as well as with your head and with your heart. If you make a balanced decision like that, you really can't go wrong. We can use both your head and your heart combined with your intuition. You are in your full power, and you're able to make decisions that will benefit your life. So moving on, we have the Thinking Man, which came out last. This is why I kind of said that I felt distinct feminine and masculine energies here, because we have the apprehension and then kind of like the thinking and planning here, right? And also we have the two different people displayed in the cards. But really what this is saying is that the masculine energy we thinking in the future, trying to strategize and plan about how this relationship is going to come together. I could also literally be seeing this relationship as a gem. This person is literally staring at a gem in the card. So possibly seeing the value of the relationship and really appreciating the relationship kind of from afar, wanting something to grow and happen. But this is really about strategy and planning, thinking things out, and making sure that you're in the right position for this kind of thing to happen in the first place. If that makes sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some more energies on the connection in the future. Let's see if Spirit can tell us. So, what are the future energies of this connection, Divine Spirit? What are the future energies of this connection? Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. What are the future energies of this connection? I saw something, but I didn't want to say what it was. That's why I said, wow. Okay. The future energies of this connection. I'm just going to grab 3. Last one. Future energies of this connection. Okay. Okay, beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So if you're talking about a soul connection here, there's definitely a soul connection. If you're feeling a soul connection with this person, this is real. This is your confirmation that, yes, this person is a soulmate, or that you guys do have a deep soul connection. That's really beautiful. So we have codependency, passion, and let your friends help you. I think this is really interesting. I probably said that about 20 million times in this video. But starting off with codependency here, this could literally be you guys releasing codependent energies, talking to each other about the codependent energies in the relationship. You know, codependency can range from a lot of things, from addictions, you know, like substance abuse and, you know, alcohol, to work. Some people are addicted to their work, addicted to other people, you know, overly selfish, a lot of things. It says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this could be talking about, you know, the wedge that could have been between you two. I also see this card kind of as like that third party card. Not necessarily saying that there is someone else involved, but that there's something getting in the way of you two coming together, right? So you guys could really be talking about what that is and how this person has is trying to get out of it. It's actually right under the storm warning card, so I really do feel like this is going to be about a part of the conversation. So then we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This is such a beautiful card. So you guys will both be feeling passion toward each other. This is also that like beautiful like kundalini energy, that sexual energy between the two of you. So really feeling that between you guys. This also is kind of under what I consider in this little pile like the feminine's card. So the feminine could be feeling reignited passion for this connection. I feel like both parties will be feeling this though, and really wanting to come together and have this passion or exchange passion, basically. And next is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help from others. This is also a really beautiful card. It kind of just self-explanatory. You know, receiving from your friends, not being afraid to receive, because especially and I'm kind of talking to feminine energies when I say this, sometimes it's kind of hard to receive, you know, like we give, but when someone, you know, pays us a compliment or, you know, says, oh, well, let me do something really nice for you, it's kind of like, oh no, I could do it myself, or maybe no, I shouldn't accept that. Yes, we really should accept that, and all the love that people have to give to us, because we are truly deserving of it. You know, we are all beautiful, divine creatures of source, so we do deserve all the love and happiness that comes our way in this lifetime, so in the next, if you believe in that. So this is really about, you know, receiving support, letting yourself receive. It's also under the thinking man. So this person, the masculine energy, could be getting help from friends right now. This could literally be you going to your friends for advice, or this person going to their friends for advice. I kind of see it as this person, because earlier we had the Five of Wands come up in regards to the feminine's heart space. So actually it could be either friends of the feminine or friends of the masculine, if you feel like you're more affected by the friends of yourself or the masculine in the situation. But the friends basically could be helping this person or helping you. But it's really about letting yourself receive and just having fun. So much about having fun too. I mean, you can see people on this card are, you know, they're laughing, they're having a good time, they're smiling, everyone's getting all dressed up together. So it's really about that energy and just being happy with one another. It's so important to like let loose and have fun too on this journey. Sometimes people can take it so seriously. And yes, guys, it is, you know, there's a lot to learn and it's not easy. It's not easy, but we can still have fun, and, you know, it doesn't have to be a curse. And it's not a curse. It's honestly a blessing that we can go through these beautiful soul connections and learn so much at an accelerated rate from them. Yes, it can be really painful, but what we learn from them advances us lifetimes. And I think that is the most beautiful thing that we can ask for, and I would sign up for it again, you know, if I had to choose. So let's go get advice for each, and then that'll be the end of the reading. I think I'm gonna pull one of these tarot cards and then one of the energy oracle for each, because I think they're a great combination together. So what is the advice for the masculine in the spread? What is the advice for the masculine energy during this time? What is the advice? Ooh, okay, we got two cards that wanted to come out. Very interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna pull this one and then I'll tell you what came out. One card. Okay. Sometimes I just want to come out like that. All right. So we have the Page of Pentacles, the Lovers in reverse, and Hostilities in reverse. Usually I don't even read these cards in reverse, guys, but that's a really big message to me. The advice here for the masculine energy is to go ahead and offer. Please come out of this indecisive energy is what Spirit is saying. Please go ahead and offer. You know, it could be something small. I really see the Page of the Pentacles as opportunity also. So offering an opportunity or like offering something small to the feminine energy. So they're really trying to do this. You know, Spirit is also telling them to come out of indecision. You know, please make a choice is also what I'm hearing. You know, I do feel like indecision has been a really big part of a lot of masculine's journey. So this is really them suggesting that they come out of indecision to please make this choice, to please make this offer, and to not be afraid of the hostilities that may come up. You know, we did see earlier in the reading that the masculine could possibly be afraid that the feminine doesn't want to talk to them, or basically wouldn't want to hear what they have to say. So Spirit is telling the masculine energy in this case to not worry about that and to go forward with the offer. And to kind of, I'm really hearing it's like to cross that bridge when you get there, to be honest. Have a plan in place, but cross the bridge when you get there, because you know, there's so many different scenarios out there with everybody, and there's so many masculines wanting to come forward and talk with their feminine energy that there's really, you know, essentially no point in trying to please everyone, you know what I mean? So it's at this point, it's more important to come to the masculine energy comes forward with their honest truth and with love in their hearts and compassion. And, you know, letting all those swords drop, letting all the hostilities drop within themselves and come forward vulnerably. And then I think that'll also put the feminine in a good energy. But so this is also telling them to drop their hostilities as well. But I really feel like this is telling them to offer and to not be afraid of, you know, the negative aspects of the conversation that might come up. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's get two cards for the feminine since two cards came out for the masculine. Two cards for advice, Divine Spirit, for the feminine energy. Two cards of advice. I just want to hear one more card of advice. Oh my gosh, wow. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I know I'm freaking out, but I just saw the Empress surrender and it's just beautiful to me. I love seeing the Empress when we're talking about the feminine energy because it just confirms that's who we're talking about, that's where we're pulling energy from. That you guys are in the Empress energy, and that is beautiful. So let's get this last card. What is the advice for the feminine energy. That's the full moon. Okay. Deceit. Wow. Okay. Okay, so the cards that came out along with Deceit are the Hanged Man in reverse, the Magician, and yes, Deceit. So what this is telling me, the advice to the feminine right now is to keep moving. You know, really, it's really important to just keep along doing what you're doing, and you know, don't pay too much attention to what's going on right now in the connection, if that makes sense. I know you're feeling a lot. I know you're definitely getting a lot. It's kind of funny because I feel like the feminine side really talked more about like the masculine. I got a lot about the masculine from the feminine side. She's kind of absent from the reading, if that makes sense. Like she doesn't really care like too much, but she just knows something is coming in. Honestly, good. Like stay there. I think that's it's a good place to be, because you're focused on yourself and you're not worried about what's happening, but you are sensing and believing it. So that's a perfect place to be for manifestation, for things to come to you in an accelerated way. Spirit is also telling you that if you have been thinking about something for a very long time and you're kind of ready to let it go, please drop it. Please drop it is what I'm hearing. I don't really know what that could be relating to, but if you've been I would say not overly indecisive. It could be overly indecisive, but if you've been overthinking a situation, it's really time for you to come out of that. It's really time to stop overthinking this, because it's leaving you in a stagnant place, and you're more so wanting to come into this Magician energy, which is harnessing all of, you know, the different aspects of yourself, your passion, your physical world, your mental thoughts, and your emotional being to push yourself forward in the world. And the last card that came out is Deceit. So I feel like you could also be thinking about, you know, people in your life who have deceived you at this time. This kind of goes with this energy right up here we talked about with Judgment and the Seven of Swords, because this is the card of deceptive energy. So you could actually be trying to get away from these things right now, or just even reflecting back on your past in situations where things were deceitful. I really feel like this is more about using your power in a way that allows you to get away from these people. You know, saying no, the power of saying no is so huge as well. And really doing what we want to do in life, you know, without hurting anybody else, of course. But, you know, when we live our lives according to our, you know, values and standards and what makes us happy, that's where we grow, and we grow in power in that way, because you know, all of the power really comes from self-love and self-awareness, you know. So this is really talking about trying to I'm getting an image of like a light turning on in the darkness, like you casting out all the deceitful energy from your life and coming into this beautiful manifestation energy. So continue to do this. If you have deceitful people around you, I feel like you're going to be recognizing this very soon, and taking action to not involve yourself in those energies. If that makes sense. So that is the advice for you, feminine. All right, so that is the entire reading. I hope you guys really loved it and liked these messages. Again, if you want a personal reading from me, all the information for that will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this. I had so much fun filming this for you guys, and I hope you enjoy this full moon and that you do a lot of really amazing things for yourself during this time. It is a great time for manifestation with the spring equinox. It's going to be an amazing time. So thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Please like this video, you know, comment and subscribe. I love to see you guys commenting down below, and I love to interact with you guys. And let me know what you guys want to see from me in the future. That'd be really fun too. Okay guys, all right, I will see you in the next video. Bye.